like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who could bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GGB Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have yourself to blame, y'all. Cricket TV and a weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop until you get your mouth off LGBT. We are the underground outfit, y'all. We built this whole thing by ourselves, no in y'all. Independence start with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yup, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
Y'all press two if y'all can hear me. We got sound. We got sound right now, man. Let me get a mic check real quick, man. Press two if y'all can hear me, man. In the comment section, because it's about to be max level ether tonight, man. Max level ether, man. I don't go around here making videos about nobody that don't make videos talking shit about me on YouTube. Ma'am, I'm gonna say this to you. You've been sneak dissing me, and people have been sending to me for a while now. I don't even know you. I've never said anything about you. I never know your name. I never know who you are. But you continuously, for the recent weeks, have made videos sneak dissing me when I've had no issue with you. I don't even know you. Know anything about you. So it has to be clout chasing, man. You specifically want this smoke. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't discriminate this smoke for nobody. Anybody can get it. You have to be a new fool to sit up here and believe that because Trump and everybody else that's around him say, it's over, it's over. When they beg for mercy, ma'am, that means the beef is over. Are you out of your mind trying to tell me, see, take it, see? Ma'am, you and the rest of these people went for the banana in the tailpipe. Lord have mercy, man. This is crazy work, man. You really believe that after what Trump did over in Iran, you really believe that after all these years of beef with Israel and Iran and with Iran and America, you think that after Trump actually went and did what he did, you think that Iran is going to say, hey, man, all we're going to do is just, hit a couple little spots here, there, overseas, and it's over with, man. We ain't worried about it, man. We can go home. We going to fold up and pack up our tents. Are you out of your mind? The Iranian leader, the Ayatollah, just said that they will never surrender. He criticized Trump. Why? Think about what I'm saying, man, because I'm not even going to disrespect you. I'm just going to stir fry you, and I'm going to leave it alone. He went off on Trump because he said that America had a deal on the table with him in this country, Iran. And Ayatollah says that they tore that deal up. They didn't respect the deal. So now all things are off. So what's the perfect thing to do? Just catch you while you're sleeping. These people don't understand, and this is why I tell everybody right now, man, get y'all a passport and travel. Ma'am, if you don't have a passport, you've never been to any of these places to understand how any of these people operate, don't say nothing because you make yourself like a fool. Why in the blue hell do you think Trump have all of these things going on over in the United States of America right now on high alert? You think that's for no reason? Do you think that Trump has not? Why don't you think Trump is taking these things down from high alert? Why? Let me ask you a question. Why? Why, ma'am? Why, ma'am? The man put the National Guard in a lot of these subways in New York. They have upped the security worldwide, ma'am. They have the National Guard and the police patrolling these areas hard body now, ma'am. They shut down airways overseas. You think that all the Ayatollah is going to do is go hit a couple spots overseas, and all of a sudden, oh man, yeah, okay, yeah, we signed a peace treaty, it's cool. No. They do that with one hand behind their back. You know why? Because they've already said to the world that the United States operated in bad faith. Why? Because they had a deal that was already previously signed with a different president. That deal was torn up out of nowhere, and they were forced to make a new deal, which they said was absolutely insane, right? Ma'am, this is the ether, and I'm gonna put this so hard to you. You guys say, oh, we had to go at Iran because they can't be trusted. Now all of a sudden you trust Iran? I think people ain't got no common sense. It's not common. They say Iran can't have weapon nuke. They cannot have the WMD because they can't be trusted. They're erratic. They can't be trusted. But you trust them right now. Are you insane? Are you insane? Selah Sports says, you're picking and choosing what narrative to run with, but your name is sports. Know your role and shut your mouth. Get your ass out of here, sucker. The hell is wrong with you? This is an A and B conversation. See your way out of it. And to James Salter, this is my channel, brother. You don't tell me what to do in my house. See, you're just like the United States of America. You like to run around telling people what to do in their house, right? Shut your mouth. This is Ticket TV's house. You don't like it? You take your ass out and let that door hit you with a good Lord split you, sucker, and get your ass out. Goodbye. I'm going to say this again. They don't trust Iran with WMDs, even though we have them, even though many other countries have them. But we trust that there's going to be a ceasefire. These people don't understand how they work. Let me tell you something, man. I'm going to make this easy for you because this is easy work, right? So you trust that there's a ceasefire now and that it's all over with because Daddy Trump said so, right? It's over with. Trump said it's over with. It's over with. No problem. It's over with. It's over. I said it's peace around the world, and that's what it's going to be. It's going to be over with. No, ma'am. It's what you call sneak attacks. It's what you call banana in the tailpipe. It's what you call I'm going to do to you what you did to me. What does that mean, ma'am? Okay, let's agree. Now, what's going to happen, ma'am, when something else happens, right? What you think? Who you think? You think Iran is just going to let this? You think the people of Iran are going to let the leader, the Ayatollah, let this go? You must not know, ma'am. See, those people, I'm going to tell you something. They're willing to go all the way. All the way. It don't matter. They want to go all the way with this, and they're not going to let him off the hook if he don't respond. Why? Because they had an agreement that Iran was never supposed to use their enrichment to obtain WMDs. We know this. Trump came, ripped it up, and says, nah, we're doing a new agreement. And they said, no, that's bad faith. We already had one agreement. How can you come now and rip this agreement up? And then you go and you destroy their plants. You understand what I'm saying? And people saying, oh, we didn't attack them. We just attacked the plant. You people are idiots. If anybody came to the United States and attacked any plant in the United States, they would declare that an act of war. What do you think? Think. But if you do it to somebody else, oh no, man, we're just attacking their plants. Are these people crazy? Are they crazy? Are they insane? Let me tell you what I think is going to happen. And we'll see if I'm right or wrong. Right? I think simple banana in the tailpipe. I think Iran says, okay, we'll ceasefire with Israel. That's what he said. Israel. The United States. You know what I think is going to happen? I think now anything Iran feels like it does is going to be justified because they're going to say, hey, we had an agreement with the United States. They tore it up and came and dropped something in our country, in our land. So now we turn around and do the same thing and everybody else is mad at us. No, that's hypocritical. See? Right? Now, I'm saying this to y'all one last time because you need to understand how these people work. Revenge is a dish best served cold. These people are strategic and they outweight you. What do I mean? They allow you to think, okay, it's cool, no problem. Why? You have to be a very deep thinker to think on the level that I think on, man, because I know you're not. This is what they know. One-on-one, straight up, they can't beat the United States. They know that. But this is not going to be a one-on-one, straight up type of battle. How they think is other ways to get at you. They awaken sleepers in the United States. Maybe they're not going to hit you now, but they have them ready for 5, 6, 7 months from now, maybe a year from now, when the Americans go back to sleep, when we're going back to these concerts, when we're thinking everything is cool, when we're going back to these massive events and we're thinking everything is right. Listen to what I said to y'all, because I'm telling y'all the honest to God truth. And they wait for you to get comfortable again. Listen to what I said. They wait for you to get comfortable again. And then what do? Boom. They come hit your ass. And guess what? Now, because they said, oh, man, it's a ceasefire. Think about what I'm saying now. Because they say it's a ceasefire. And they wait 8, 9, 10, 11 months. And you think, oh, ain't nothing going to happen. Something starts happening. Now, what do they say around the world? Oh, we have plausible deniability. We didn't have anything to do with that. That wasn't us. We had a ceasefire agreement. We had nothing to do with that. These people don't have no brains, bro. It's called brains, Lebowski. When you can't beat a bully straight up, when you can't beat somebody bigger than you straight up, you have to be strategic in how you attack that person. Iran knows they're not going to go straight up and beat up the United States. They know the United States can obliterate them one-on-one. They know that. They're not going to fight. This is the problem when you don't have people. And the reason why I say this is because you have to understand how other people live and think. Ma'am, no disrespect to you. You have to leave out of wherever little hillbilly town you're in. Take your ass around the world to different countries and different cultures and understand how people think and how people live. It's completely different than you. So because you have that, I suppose you may be from the South, Southern mentality, that shit don't mean nothing nowhere else around the world. Because until you go other places, man, and you see other things, and I'm going to say this to you again, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, and to the person who says, Bill Herrera, once again, you guys have no common sense. It has to be common to have sense. He says Iran has no combat power to be strategic. Sir, a wounded dog is the dangerous one. You're not listening. I just said, this is why I tell y'all, I swear people got problems on YouTube, man. I swear they do. I just said one-on-one, straight up. Iran knows it cannot beat the United States. That's not what I'm saying, sir. How am I way off? I'm actually 1,000% on point, buddy, because that's not how they're going to come at you. I already told you the first thing they were going to do, and they did it within 1 day. I said they're going to hit all the American bases in the Persian Gulf. What did they do? They hit those bases in the Persian Gulf. So you think they did that? Do you think that Trump is just going to walk away and say, yeah, okay, it's cool. Yeah, they hit our bases and stuff like that. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? That's not how they work, sir. They come at you in inconvenient ways of battle, i.e., Bin Laden. Bin Laden knew he couldn't fight straight up against the United States, military for military. No, it's not how they work. What they do is they come hit you in other ways. And this is how they do it. They awaken themselves. They attack different areas within the United States of America, cause mass mayhem and hysteria. That is how they attack you. And then they use that. You understand what I'm saying? To try to break Americans and make Americans want different leadership, put Americans in full panic, have Americans fighting with each other, not knowing what the hell is going to go on, uncertainty. This is how they do it. They use what they call martyrs, people who are willing to let themselves go for their cause. People who are, for years, quietly integrated themselves inside of different areas in the United States and stayed under the radar. This is what you need to understand. And waiting for this moment. They don't fight you regular. They're not going to come at, they don't have, I just said they don't have. They also hit you with these cyber attacks. So when you say you're at war, then this is what happens. Let me explain this to you once again. That's why it's important that you listen and go to my other video and listen. The first thing I told y'all the other day they were going to do was attack those bases overseas that they're close to. That's exactly what they did. Now they say, okay, yeah, all right, we're going to ceasefire. Cool. You know why? Because now they have no way to really straight up do what they wanted to do because Trump did what he did. So now they have to be strategic. They're not going to back down. They're just going to be more strategic with what they do. Because they know at an end game, an all-out situation, if there is an attack that happens within the United States of America, they know instantly that it's going to be all out WAR, straight like that. And what's going to happen? The United States is going to go send all those fighters over there, all those planes and all those fighters over there, drop everything, and then they're going to be enticed to send in ground troops, right, from the southern of Iran. But the problem is they're going to have to go through that treacherous terrain to get to Tehran, which is in the north part of Iran. Now, why can't they go in the north part of Iran? Because they don't have a line of friendship to enter that land by that part. They don't have, they can't go, they have to go through the south. And then they still have beef going through some of those parts. So then what happens? They go, and the United States will go try to send in ground troops to inch their way to the capital, to take the capital and go get the Ayatollah. That is, and what's going to happen then is, now when it comes to that point, this is when Russia comes in. This is when China comes in. This is when, and to the person who told me that, sir, you need to know your role and shut your mouth. You don't know a damn thing about me. Just shut up, sir. You need to shut up. You need to shut your ass up. Because I told people exactly what's going to happen, and it happened within 24 hours. Everybody that's in the comment section listening right now. When I told y'all that the first thing Iran was going to do was attack the United States military bases in the Persian Gulf and in the Middle East, press 1 in the comment section if you heard when I said that the other day, before it happened. I told y'all exactly what they gonna do. Thank you. I told everybody exactly what they're gonna do. Now, all of a sudden, think about this, y'all. Ladies like the lady who tried to come disrespect me from nowhere. I never said nothing negative about that lady before she started making videos about me out of nowhere. I don't know what's wrong with her. Just keep talking about me. I don't know what she got an obsession with me for. If you don't like me, just don't watch my videos and just keep it pushing. I don't bother you, man. I don't bother you. I don't bother your channel. I don't be in your comments. I don't even look at your videos. One of my subscribers sent me this stuff. So look at this girl keep dissing you, man. I'm like, all right, she want the attention, I give it to her. Listen, right? Never had no beef with that girl. Don't want to beef with a woman. But you can get this cooking. You can get this cooking because you want the clout. It's okay. All you got to do is say ticket. I want a feature. Okay, cool, no problem. I'll shout you out. But you coming about it the way you coming about it, that shit whack. Sneak dissing and shit like that when I never said nothing about your shit whack. You don't gotta do that. That's what small YouTubers do to big YouTubers. That's whack. You know what I'm saying? That shit's played off. And I'm not way off. I'm way on. I was 1,000% right with exactly what I told you I was going to happen. Go listen to my video before Iran went and hit those United States places in the Middle East, the bases. I told you guys. I just told y'all the other day about the base in Qatar, the base in Bahrain, the base in Dubai. I told y'all about the base in Saudi Arabia, the base in Iraq. I told y'all this. I showed y'all the pictures of when I was in Baghdad, Iraq. I just told y'all this the other day. And that's exactly what they did. Now, here's the second part. You think it's peace. You think it's a ceasefire. It's all beef. It's all squash. Nope. These people will wait for years to get you back if they have to. Let me give you an example. And this is what you call a Cold War. Something that ain't going away. Something that's going to stick around. And I want to say this, and I want to be very clear. These are the same people that want y'all to think they don't trust Iran at all. They said, oh, no, I don't trust Iran. I mean, you can't trust them with a nuclear weapon. They said, death to America. They said that. How many times do Americans talk about death to somebody else's country? Think about that. Think about that. And to the people who say that, how many times have you been in these places? How many times have you actually seen these people? How many times have you broke bread and chopped it up with these people? Sat down in these people's living rooms? I did that in that region for 10 years of my life. Right? Right? Some of the nicest people you will ever meet. Humble, nicest people you will ever meet. They lied to you guys. They lied to you guys. And put this fake news out here. And it makes people pick sides. The United States, our country, we have been worried about too many other people's business when we need to be worried about our own business. We worried about this country, what that. How the hell are we going to tell another country what their regime need to be? What about if they feel like the United States need to change their regime? Think about it. Think about if another country said, you know what? Think about this, y'all. Imagine if the United States wasn't the strongest country in the world as far as their army. Imagine if another country that was stronger said, you know what? Nah, we don't like how y'all think. We need to change y'all's regime. No. We're going to send somebody into your country and your land, and we're going to force you to change your mindset, how you think. They are not going to come in a straight up war. Their war is going to be a different type of war. Their war is going to be a psychological war, a mental war, a cyber war. And it's also going to be a war of strikes of places that's close. Think about what I'm saying to y'all. These are the same people that say, oh, we had to go do what we did to Iran because they can't be trusted. But now you trust them on a fake ceasefire? So you didn't trust them last week because you said that they was going to go get WMDs. But now you trust them to ceasefire after you went and allegedly took their right to have WMDs? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So what do? They've planned how they're going to get you. All they're going to do is outweight you. You know why? Because they're more patient than us. That's all they're going to do. Well, just relax. Don't worry, relax. We wait. And they wait for everybody to get comfortable again. Think about this, y'all. Remember when there was a pandemic and everybody was going crazy? Nobody wanted to go out nowhere. There was mass hysteria. People were scared to go anywhere because of the pandemic, right? Let me give you another example. Remember how anybody who's living on the East Coast, remember the DC sniper? Remember how people was ducking at gas stations? They didn't even know if this was going to happen or not. You had people literally ducking, running in gas stations, ducking, because they didn't want to be the next ones to get their head knocked. Remember this? Remember what I just told y'all? Remember what I just told y'all? Listen to what I'm saying to y'all right now. Remember? That's the fear that was instilled in people. Their way to get back at the United States is from within the United States of America. From sleepers they have inside of the United States of America. For situations planned, for instances just like this. So what happens? Let me explain what happens. You awaken a sleeper. The sleeper does some devastating thing. All the American people get riled up, angry. They want revenge. We have to go in there and do this, do that. Then what happens? Oh, Trump says, oh, we have to retaliate. Then now you're sending planes over to Iran. Then you're going to go send troops over there because you got to go send troops in there to make sure you did the job. Because they're going to want to change the regime. The same thing they try to do in Iraq. But here's the problem. Once you do that, and once they get over in there, then what's going to happen, ma'am? Once you do that, and once they get over in that land, here's what's going to happen. Now you're going to lose. And they know that they may not win. But what they're going to do is they're going to take a lot of our lives. And that's going to be their goal. That's going to be their goal. Right? And I heard one guy, he was talking about Russia. He says, oh, Russia, they can't do nothing. They're already getting smacked down by Ukraine. Russia's not putting their full blow in Ukraine. And I don't even want to see that war. I think that war is disgusting. If you think Russia is putting their full blow in Ukraine, I got a bridge in Idaho to sell you. Then you have China. Then you have North Korea. Then you have Yemen. Then you have Afghanistan. All these people are cool with Iran. All these people have a common interest. They don't like the United States of America. So now when it gets to that, now you see all of these other people, countries, coming in once it gets to the big fight. Right? Think about what I just said now. That is what Iran is banking on. Is that his partners will come in and help make it a bloodbath. So if people like this lady think that this is over with and there is no situation, go tell those people that in Qatar that got attacked today. Go tell those people that in Bahrain. Go tell those people that in Iraq that are in the U.S. bases, because they have these bases, man. They have United States bases in these different places. I've been there before. Matter of fact, I've been on base. You know how I've been on base? And everybody who's been in the service, who's been deployed to these areas, you'll know I'm not lying. Here's the reason why I used to always go on base, on the United States military base, when I was overseas in these different places. First of all, because I would always go in these bases, they would have these stores, right, where you could get American stuff. So I couldn't get like certain American things, but they have like a Nike store, a shoe store, where I can get like shoes. over in the American base. So one of my partners, he was like, yo, just go over to the base. They got a store over there. So I went over to, you actually go over to the base, and they have a lot of stuff over there at these bases, right? And then you go over there and you chop it up with the other Americans that's over there, and they put you on game and show you all the different things that you can do that they have that are over in these other places. So in these bases, they have these stores. If you know what I'm talking about. If anybody in this chat room is deployed overseas, y'all know what I'm talking about. For example, in Qatar and Bahrain and all these places, they have the United States military base. You go right into the military base, and they have the shoe stores and all this stuff. You go right in there and buy Nike, like it's almost like a Foot Locker. You go right in there and buy Nikes, whatever like that. We did that because it was harder to get it in those other places. Tony Piper says, you ain't lying. I know I ain't lying because I'm telling the truth. I have no reason to lie. Right? So now what they do is, and people don't understand this, in every country, the military base is sort of like American soil. They treat it like American soil. Let me give you an example. This is for the same thing. Shout out to my boy Man Down in the building too. Y'all go subscribe to his YouTube channel. This is for the same thing in the United States. Okay, all the other countries that have embassies and stuff like that in the United States, guess what? They consider that their land. So let me give y'all an example. In the United States, they have like the Turkish embassy. They have let's say they have let's say they have the Spanish embassy. Let's say they have all these embassies. They're like the land of those countries, but within the United States. So here's the thing. If somebody attacks or violates that land, it's like they're attacking that country. So here's the example. That's what Iran does not know. They don't have really the missiles that can land in the United States of America, right? So what they do is they just go attack the United States military bases that's right close to them, that are within reach. That's exactly what they did first. This is exactly what I told y'all. Go listen to my video I did the other day. I know what the hell I'm talking about, right? Listen, I want you to listen to what I'm telling y'all about. So that is the first situation. You think they're going to let the first person, and I want to say this, and I pray this doesn't happen. The first time there is American bloodshed, watch the response going to be. Watch what the response going to be. Watch what I'm just waiting to hear the results. Watch what the response going to be. They going to want smoke in the city. If any American soldiers get taken out because of these attacks overseas in American bases, it's going to be smoke in the city. And in all reality, that's what Iran wants America to do, is to come inside. They want them to send those troops through those treacherous mountains and where they have a better advantage, because it's difficult getting through those type of that's why we was in Afghanistan for so long. It's like you fighting somebody in their own backyard. Yeah, you have all the military capability, but it's hard in that treacherous terrain in those mountains and stuff like that, where they know they camped out, set up, they understand it like the back of their hand. It's hard. So then once you get to that point, now here comes all their allies, all people that you didn't like, all people that you were putting these crazy tariffs on, all countries that you were trying to bully on and make them bend to your will as far as trade and what you call it goes. So I'm just telling y'all what it is right now. You never put people's lives in danger when you don't have to. I'm always against that. I'm always against that. Because they are not going to forget that. And some of y'all like this type of stuff. You know, some of you Lindsey Graham type mofos, y'all like going to war and like all this other stuff and like seeing your big missiles and all these other things. But I want y'all to think about this. Think about this, y'all. In the United States of America, how do you know who's a psychopath and who isn't? Until they do something crazy. I want you to think about this. I want y'all to think about what I just said. These people walk around like the United States of America is innocent and they're perfect. We're not. United States of America have made many mistakes. We're not innocent. Nobody's innocent. Nobody's perfect. But when you walk around and act like you are, and everybody else is wrong, or everybody else is doing something wrong, or how they're living is wrong, man, leave them people alone. Let them people do what they do. Every country should have a right to defend themselves the same way you do. This is just like how more than half of America believes that they should have the right to bear arms in their home. That's an amendment. These people feel like, hey, if you go into the houses of these people in the United States of America and say, yo, I'm going to take all your weapons, these people are going to lose their mind. Think about this now. But you want to go tell another country, nah, you can't have that. Only we can have that. Only these other countries can have it. Don't y'all know that a whole bunch of other countries got nukes? Don't y'all know that? Ain't just the United States. You know how many countries have nuclear weapons in the world? Do you know how many countries have nuclear weapons in the world? Let's look it up right now. How many countries have? Let's look it up. 9 countries. Russia, the United States, China, France, the UK, Pakistan, India, North Korea, and Israel. Now, isn't it funny how one side is allowed to have WMDs, but the other side ain't? Make it make sense. And Antonio says some countries don't need it. No. All countries should have be able to have the same type of protection. Big or small. Let me say it again. Let me repeat myself again. These same women will sit up here, and I'm going to call it how it is. They will say that this guy right here is an absolute demon. This guy right here. Oh, he's a demon, man. He has no respect for women. He need to be in prison. They will go after all these type of guys, but they ain't got no smoke for him. He literally on tape will say, hey, man, hey, grab him by the you-know-what. No problem. Just locker room talk. But Diddy got to go to prison for the rest of his life. That's why I told y'all I don't praise no man on earth. I only praise God. Think about what I just said. How in the blue hell? And this is why people say, hey, man, we're hypocrites, man. Come on now. We ain't going to tell the truth and shame the devil, are we? Are we? With her phony tits. But they don't want to say that. Caught on the hot mic talking about how they let you just grab him by the you-know-what. But let them caught Diddy on the hot mic saying that. Diddy got to go to prison for the rest of his life, which he should. But the other one can be the president of the United States of America. And they will get behind it and support it. Think about what I just said. Think about what I just laid out. Then you got an other side that's complete scum as well. Joe Biden and them people. Your son will sit up here and commit a crime, and in the same justice system that y'all create to judge the people of America, you'll give your son a pass for breaking the law. But everybody else got to go to jail unless you say so. If you think that the Ayatollah is going to just walk away and say, yeah, it's cool, man. We cool. Now you want to trust the Ayatollah? Now you want to trust the Ayatollah. Think about what I just said. Now you want to trust the Ayatollah. Think about what these people saying. Oh, yeah, man. Hey, man, they signed a ceasefire. It's over with now. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? No, it's not over. Oh, my God, bro. This is you know what? And I'm going to sit back and watch the play. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I hope and pray I'm wrong. And that girl who dissed me, she watching the video right now. She just ain't saying nothing. She watching the video. Ma'am, I'm going to tell you like this. I love you anyways. I don't want it to be in my heart to have some type of beef with you or disdain with you. I don't know you. And I damn sure don't want to have smoke with no woman. But if you come to me with this smoke, ma'am, well, I mean, it is the chimney over this motherfucker. And we ready for all kind of smoke. But it's just funny how y'all don't believe. Think about this. I'm going to leave y'all with this. They don't believe the Ayatollah, right there on the left-hand side of your screen. They don't believe the Ayatollah when he says, man, we're not trying to get WMDs. They don't believe him when he say that. But now we're supposed to believe him when he say it's a ceasefire and the beef is over. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Like, share, subscribe, everybody. Salute to everybody that's tapped on in. And to that sister who made a diss video against me, I love you and God loves you. Even if you hate me, it don't matter. If you want to get some viewership, man, you holler at me. I'm not no hater. I'll let you come on. Me and you, we can have a conversation. All you do is hit me. I'll shout you out, shout your channel. I don't have no problem with doing that. But you constantly making these videos dissing me off what I say when I've never even had no backing. I didn't even know you before this. Somebody put me on your channel. And so I said, okay, let me see what you're talking about. So it is what it is, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though. They want y'all to believe that the Ayatollah is a liar when he says that he's not trying to get WMDs. But now he's telling the truth when they say ceasefire. You make it make sense. If you think, and I want y'all to tell me this in the comment section, right? If you think, and I'm going to say this again, if you think this situation is over, let me know in the comment section. If you don't, let me know in the comment section. Peace.
All right, you guys, so we appreciate everybody that popped in, supported this video. Make sure that you guys shop our merch. We got that new A-Weapons merchandise right there below this video. All you got to do is look below. The links will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well to get the merch, to donate, support the channel, and subscribe to our podcast show. You'll see all those links pinned at the top of the comment section of this video. And we appreciate everybody that supports this channel and our networks. Also, that straight drop weight loss formula. Go to the website. You guys will see that. A link for that will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well. Go right there for all of your weight loss needs. Straight drop weight loss formula. We have a lot of testimonials on the website. You can go to www.str-8-drop.com and get you some of the weight loss formula today. Take your weight loss serious. Get in the gym. Work out, exercise, and do what you got to do. Stay on point. We appreciate everybody that's been locked into this video. Again, all the links are pinned at the top of the comment section below. Salute to all of y'all. And again, we appreciate everybody who support what we doing over here.